Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Shit Show. Another week, another cup of tea. It's week 30 something. I think we're still in the 30s. I've been slacking on this, man. I'm sorry. Well, what's new with me? Got a new computer. My old computer's in the back. Oh, wrong hand. Boom, right there. Old computer's in the back. Old monitor. Gonna try to sell that shit. My turtle, Squirt. He's a lot more social. He's standing right there, but my computer is blocking it from your angle, so y'all ain't gonna see Squirt unless he dives in the water. Other than that, ain't shit new, man. So let's talk about it. This week we're talking about boundaries and how important it is for people to set boundaries as well as people respecting boundaries. So yeah, let's talk about it, man. I am somebody who not only sets boundaries, but it doesn't take much for me to set those boundaries. If you do me dirty, if you do me wrong, man, boundaries set. And a lot of people think like, oh man, like that's not healthy. That's not healthy. You should try to talk things out, work things out. Here's my thing. I absolutely agree with that. If it's somebody who maybe you're close to, if it's somebody who maybe you thought you had a good relationship with, fine. Yeah, I think it's fair to talk things out with people like that. When it comes to people who are already doing you dirty, they've done you dirty in the past, they continue to do you dirty now, they maybe try to act fake with you, they try to act like they're close with you. On the other side, behind your back, they're talking shit about you, doing dirty shit, maybe ratting you out on things that you do that they don't agree with. I don't fucking know, man. We'll get into some examples, but when it comes to that, when it comes to people who make me feel uncomfortable, who just have done me dirty my whole life, I ain't got time to talk shit out with you. Man, you're cut. It's that simple. So, I mean, look, I have become more in love with myself and more respect to myself to allow that shit to happen. So, I'd say within the last year, especially, within the last year, since I dropped Black Sheep and really became open about who I am and what I'm doing and what's been done to me, I have matured and realized my worth and realized who deserves to be in my life and who doesn't deserve to be in my life. So, a big one, I'd say about over a year ago, I cut ties with somebody who's been abusing me my whole life, manipulating me my whole life, lying to me my whole life, bullying me my whole life. It got to the point where, look, at the time I was 25, about to turn 26. So yeah, I was 25. And I realized, like, I've been treated like shit by this person my whole life. Well, at least as long as I can remember. That person doesn't deserve to be in my life and my family's life. They don't deserve to hurt me anymore. They don't deserve to have some sort of power over me anymore. So I cut ties. And let me just tell you, over the last year, man, I have been so happy without that person in my life. There's no more disrespect. There's no more abuse. Oh, man, look, there's Squirt. You see Squirt swimming? Anyway, no more abuse, no more bullying, no more manipulation, no more lies. It's been such a fucking weight lifted off my shoulders, man. So that's important, man. That's important. If people calls you that much fucking shit in your life, they aren't worth it. It's that simple. So, there's that. And then, more recently, I've cut more ties and really it's no hatred towards anybody. It's no bad blood. It's, if you're a toxic person, I don't need you in my life, man. So, most recently I cut ties to somebody who claimed that, had a great relationship with me. They claimed to care about me, this, that, whatever. But, they were doing sneaky shit behind the scenes. They were doing sneaky shit, they would do some shit like, screenshotting things. Now, I'm a public person. Everything I put on social media, it's public. I don't have a private profile. Everything I put out is knowing that, like, whoever wants to see it can see it. That's fine. Again, I'm not against anybody seeing the shit I put on anywhere. But it's dirty when people take the shit I post and send it to other people to make me look bad because it's something they don't agree with. Like, oh, this guy just got finger tattoos. Let me hit up the whole family. This guy's a fuck up. He just got finger tattoos. One time, this was years ago. This was like right before my 21st birthday. So like 6 years. No, yeah, like 6 years ago. Couple days before I turned 21, there was a family event and I was going through a dark time. You know what it is. But I posted a picture of me holding a bowl with weed in it. Again, it went on my Instagram story. I have a public profile. So, like, it's not like I'm hiding it from anybody. I took the picture, I posted it on Instagram. Now, an Instagram story stays there for 24 hours, right? Everybody knows that. Or most people know that. So, on the 9th of April, I believe, I posted that picture. It was me holding a bowl with weed in it. I don't remember if there was a caption on there or not, but whatever. Not hiding anything. Obviously, it disappeared 24 hours later, so that would be the 10th of April. Now, if you don't know me well enough to know, my birthday is April 12th. So that's a few days after the day I posted. That's April 9th, right? So, a few days after that, this picture somehow started making its rounds to my family on my birthday. So why the fuck is it that this picture was on my Instagram from April 9th to April 10th, but people waited to spread this picture around on April 12th, the day of my birthday? I remember the picture got to my mom, and even my mom was like, why are you showing me this? Like, what do you want me to do? He's a grown-ass man. What the fuck do you want me to do? Again, I think there was some bullshit, like, oh man, I'm just worried about him. Now, mind you, this was somebody I haven't talked to in like 6 years. This is somebody I had previously cut ties with. But still, you know, trying to start shit, doing whatever. Whatever, man, it is what it is. I don't hide anything, but it's little shit like that. People that try doing little sneaky shit, they try, you know, acting like family to your face. They try acting friendly to your face, nice to your face. But behind your back, they're talking shit about you, being fucking manipulative, trying to start shit, say shit, whatever. Look, it is what it is. I don't need that shit in my life. And I will say, within the last year, when it's come to setting boundaries, a lot of it has had to do with, you know, unfollowing people on social media. And there's no bad blood. It's not like I'm hitting people up and be like, yo, fuck you, I'm unfollowing you. It's nothing like that. You know, a year ago, I cut ties with somebody, and a big thing I did was I unfollowed all their social media. I unfriended them on Facebook. I unfollowed them on Instagram. Because the biggest thing was that was somebody who I thought had me. I thought had my back. I asked if they could help in any way with my wedding. We've talked about this a few times on a few different podcasts. I asked if they could help with my wedding. Now, if the answer was no, just no, I don't want to, I would have had respect. I would have been upset. I would have had respect for that. No bad blood. That's not the answer I got. The answer I got was, oh, money's tight. I don't have the money to help with that. You know, it is what it is. I don't have the money. But then on social media, they're out here flaunting their mansion, their new sports cars, their luxurious vacations. Why the fuck would I want to see that? If you just told me you don't have money to help me out with my wedding, but you got money to flaunt all this shit on social media, I'm going to take that as disrespect to me. Now, again, I ain't going to get disrespectful. I'm not going to, you know, text you, say, fuck you, whatever, you're a piece of shit. I'm not going to do that. Just going to unfollow you. I do it silently. If they notice, they notice. If they don't, they don't. Whatever. Obviously, they notice because they started bitching to everybody that I unfollowed them. But that is what it is. Again, most recently, I felt disrespected. Something happened on social media. I thought that certain people should have known before it was on social media. I thought I felt disrespected because something came out on social media, and I heard weeks prior from like other people when I felt like I should have heard from those people personally. Again, no hate, no bad blood. I felt disrespected. It was, you know, again, one of them people that do sneaky shit behind the scenes but try to act cool to your face. I don't do that. So again, I unfollowed them. Not gonna do it. Now here's my thing. I really didn't think unfollowing them would have been that big of a deal. They're the type of people, remember we talked a few weeks ago or a few podcasts ago about people with social media, right? There's some people who claim they don't use it, but they really use it all the time. And then there's people who really don't use it. And now those people that don't use it and claim they don't use it, that means they don't even have the app on their phone. If you don't use social media, that means you don't have a profile. If you have a profile, if you have the app, you use social media. So now mind you, these types of people were the people who be like, oh man, I don't use social media, I don't do that. But at the same time, they'd be seeing my story. They'd be the first ones seeing my story. Anyway, so I unfollowed these people. Again, no bad blood, no disrespect. I wasn't going to text them saying, hey, fuck you for doing that. I'm not going to do that shit. I unfollowed them. The craziest part about it was that these people knew instantly, as soon as I unfollowed them. They knew, and they started whining and crying and bitching about it. How the fuck are you gonna claim you don't use social media, but instantly know when somebody unfollows you? What in the fucking fuckery, stupid ass shit is that? Again, I don't entertain it. It is what it is, man. If you're gonna cry like a little bitch, cry like a little bitch. Don't do it to me. I don't want to hear it. And now look, a big reason why I've distanced myself from, certain people, and a lot of it has to do with family. It's just because of the way I'm talked to or talk about. And people's like, oh man, you don't know people are talking about you. Here's a great example. Now, these are two family members talking about me a few years ago. And I'm going to give you all the context. I'm giving you the very first text message to the very last text message. It's 5 text messages start to finish. So I'm gonna do person 1 and person 2. Now, person 1 starts with, "It was nice for Matthew to wish me a happy 21st birthday. Psych. I guess I didn't wish somebody a happy birthday. Fuck me, man. God forbid I don't wish them a happy new year, too." Person 2 says, "Sorry, bud." Now, right there could have been the end of the conversation. Nobody's entertaining it. But nah. Fuck me for not saying happy birthday. It keeps going. Person 1 says, "Used to it. I just normally don't say anything. Nothing has changed. Unbelievable. My family sucks." Valid statement. Valid, but let's keep going. Person 2 says, "No, your family doesn't suck. He does. I do. I suck. Fuck me for not wishing you a happy birthday." That's literally a tiny little percent of what the fuck I'm talking about when I say I've been disrespected, I've been treated poorly, treated down on, spoken like shit to, spoken like shit about. It is what it is, man. I've grown to embrace it. But that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, why the fuck would I want either of those types of people in my life, right? And here's the crazy thing about social media. We fucking thrive off social media, right? I love social media, especially now with my brand. Like, I'm on it daily. I will say, I have never been that glued to social media where I notice somebody unfollowing me, nor do I care when somebody unfollows me. A perfect example, this guy I was best friends with in high school. We did everything together. We were always together. Unless we had separate classes, we were always together in high school. Always doing social media shit together, always, doing shit on Snapchat and like YouTube videos. He was a cool guy. We ended up going to the same college. He was on a sports team, so like we kind of drifted apart in college just because like he was always doing shit with like the sports and stuff, and I was just living a regular college life. It got to the point where like months went by and I'm like, God, I haven't like seen this guy on social media. I haven't like seen any posts. I haven't seen him like interact with any of my stuff. So like that was kind of odd. So like a few months went by and like I just looked and I noticed that we were no longer friends on Facebook. He no longer followed me on Instagram. I was like, oh wow, I didn't hit him up. Like, maybe I posted something he didn't like. Maybe it was like a political post he didn't like. Maybe it was I don't know. Maybe I posted something he didn't like and that was his way of setting a boundary. He don't want to see shit that he takes disrespect as. Like, I don't know. I never hit him up about it. There's no bad blood. And within that time, I ran into him at a bar or a club in Towson. I ran into him at like this small little bar. And we had a drink together. We were talking, we were chilling. I didn't bring up the social media. He didn't bring up the social media. That's my thing, man. Like, we can be cool. Like, that was his way of setting a boundary. It's cool. It's good. I'm not going to cry and fucking bitch about it. Social media, it's cool. Again, I love social media, but the fact that people take, a unfollow or unfriend as like a fucking knife to the heart, my fucking God. And another big thing, man, like people post news on social media expecting, big congratulations, all this fucking attention, all this love. And if they don't get the attention they want, again, they cry and bitch and fucking attack people because of it. If I had a penny for every time I posted something on social media, my engagement, my wedding, birthdays, something with my stepson, something with my wife, dropping Black Sheep when I was part of West Coast, when I was in a play or a music program, or when I directed the senior show at my high school, I didn't get big love. I didn't get big congrats. I didn't get all this praise and attention that maybe I would have liked, but I wasn't out here bitching and crying and complaining like a goddamn cunt. Fuck, man. Grow the fuck up. Holy shit. Whew. Anyway, man, my whole point, if you need to set boundaries, whether it's from friends or family or whoever the fuck it is, set those boundaries, man. If people don't respect those boundaries, fuck them. You don't need them. They don't care about you the way they claim to. You know, the biggest thing I hear when it comes to setting boundaries is if it's me setting a boundary to somebody other people like, they're like, oh no, you can't do that. You can't. Like, yes, the fuck I can. What the fuck do you mean? And those people never seem to care why you set the boundary, right? They don't care. It's always like, oh man, well, everybody's got their own shit going on. Yeah, you're damn right, everybody's got their own shit going on, and you can handle it however the fuck you want to. I'm gonna handle it the way I want to. So with that being said, I'm sure people are gonna cry and bitch about this too. I mean, it's a fucking story of my life, right? God forbid how people make me feel, but when I speak out about it, it's a whole fucking other world. Whatever, man. It is what it is. Fuck them kids. As always, peace out, Girl Scouts. Fuck them kids.